This is the UH family game, and we got two great opponents. Probably the first time they've been opponents. This may play one-on-one on the court back home back in the day. We got Jared Smart from UH football and his dad, a college basketball legend and NBA coach for over 20 years, Keith Smart, on with us today. Gentlemen, let's have a little bit of fun, and let's see how much you guys know about each other. You ready for this?
We're ready. We're ready.
Okay, here are the rules. So each contestant will get 3 questions. We'll alternate back and forth. The first one to get to 3 points will be our winner. After 3 questions each, if we're tied at 3, we go in the bonus rounds and it'd be the first person to 5, or the first person to get 1 wrong. If we're tied at 5, after 10 questions, it will end the tie. Let's try to keep this from ending a tie, guys, okay? All right, first question. This one goes to Jared. Jared, your dad played at the University of Indiana from 1986 to 1988. Who was his Hall of Fame head coach?
That was probably Bob Knight.
Boom! Jared on the board with 1 point. There you go. Jared, you got the first one out of the way. But that one's probably going to be a little bit on the easy side for you. So now we go to Coach. Coach, your question about Jared. Here at UH, what is Jared's jersey number?
Well, that's an easy one. He picked a great number. My number 23.
There you go. All right. After each question, we're both tied at 1. Let's go on to question number 2. Jared, in 1988, your dad was selected in the 2nd round of the NBA draft. Who was the team that drafted him?
The Golden State Warriors.
There you go. Jared, he knows his stuff right now. All right. Jared up 2-1. Coach, your next question. Last season, Jared led UH football in 100 yards receiving games last season. How many games of 100 yards did he have last year?
5, baby. Booyah.
There you go. Oh, man, this may be too easy for you guys. We're tied at 2 after 4 questions. All right. Let's move on to the next one for Jared. Since the year 2000, your dad has coached for 6 different teams in the NBA. But how many of those teams was he the head coach for?
It was the Cavs one, the Warriors, the Kings, and so what? Those 3, the Cavs, Warriors, Kings. So 3.
Coach, how many is it?
That's 3. You got it.
There you go. 3 it is. Jared is on the board.
Yep, there you go. Good sir.
So, Jared, if your dad is not able to answer this question, you'll be today's winner. If he gets it right, we go in the bonus rounds.
Okay. We're going to see.
All right, Coach. What is Jared's major here at UH?
Woo.
What was that?
Sociology.
There you go, Jared. Your dad, he knows a lot more than you thought, my man.
All right. I think I'll say business.
He does communicate with me a little bit.
All right, we're tied at 3. We go on the bonus rounds. And remember, if one of you gets one wrong, the other one will win if they got their answer right. If we're tied at 10 or tied at 5 after these questions, we'll end in a tie. So, Jared, question number 4 for you.
Okay.
In 1987, your dad became a basketball legend for hitting a game-winning shot in the national championship for Indiana. We all know the Hoosiers beat Syracuse in the championship game, but which number 1 seed did they beat in the semifinals?
You might get me on this one. In the semifinals, man, you might get me on this one. I can't really think. I might need a conference hint maybe, but you might get me on this one.
Make a guess. Make your best guess.
I'm gonna say Michigan.
Coach,
I'll
who
give-
was it?
I'll give you another one. You played there last year. We have summer league there every summer.
What, UNLV?
That is right. But, Jared, you did get that one wrong.
Okay, he got me.
So, Coach, this is your chance to win it.
I got it. He got me.
All right, Coach. To win.
Mm-hmm.
You already know that Jared's birthday is February 21st. But which famous NBA coach turned broadcaster does he share it with? And here's a hint. He coached the Pacers when you played at Indiana.
Quinn Buckner.
No, it is the late Dr. Jack Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
We're getting a little hard on this one. Okay, we're still tied. This is the very end, Ellis. This one, if we end up in a tie again, we'll end in a tie. So this one's the big one. Jared, your last gasp. Before committing to the University of Indiana, your dad played at JUCO. What was the name of the school he played for?
Garden City.
Jared, coming in and clutch like you do on the football field, my man. That is right. So, Jared with the point.
Yep, trying to do it.
Coach, it is all on you now.
All right.
Before coming to UH, Jared also played at JUCO at Laney College. But who was his head coach?
His head coach was the greatest JC coach ever, Coach B.
And that is how you end the first episode of the UH game between Jared Smart and Coach Keith Smart. We are at a tie at 4. Guys, you know a lot about each other.
All about communication. Communication is the key.
Awesome. Everybody, thanks for listening. Jared, Keith, thanks for playing. Great to talk to you both. But the first one, we end the tie in the Smart family, 4-4.
4-4. I got to make sure he stays happy.